QuadQuiz!
Brought to you by Math with Sir Lester. There are 3 questions for this video, and you are to answer them in 15 seconds each. Are you ready? In 3, 2, 1. Let's have this given quadratic equation. First question, is this trinomial factorable? Yes or no? The answer is yes. Since this trinomial is factorable, what are the factors of the given trinomial? Time is up. The factors are x plus 4 and x plus 2. With this, what are the roots of the given quadratic equation? The roots are -4 and -2. Did you get 3 over 3? If not, please continue viewing this video. This video is still under solving the roots of quadratic equation. In the previous 2 methods, we used the method for extracting by square roots because that is where there's no b coefficient. And we also have the factoring for last time since we don't have the c coefficient. Here, we have a complete quadratic equation where a is 1, b is 6, and c is 8. Now, we can actually use the quadratic formula for this in order for us to solve for the roots using these given coefficients. But let us try to come up with another method in case we are not allowed to use the quadratic formula. And with that, we are left with 2 methods. Still, the method by factoring and completing the square. Now, these 2 methods will be used differently. If we could say that the trinomial present here on the left-hand side is factorable, then we are going to proceed with factoring. If it's non-factorable, we are going to use the completing the square method. So the first thing here, because our goal is solving for the roots of quadratic equation and we are not yet to use quadratic formula, the goal here is to identify whether this trinomial is factorable or not. You can identify that using the AC way. AC way or AC method allows us to multiply a and c coefficients of the trinomial. That would mean you have 1 as your a times 8, and you will have here 8. We would know that this trinomial is factorable if we could look for a pair of factors that will get as a result of 8, and if we're going to add all those factors, it will return to our b coefficient. Take note that the factors of 8 are 1 and 8. We also have 2 and 4. We could also use -1 and -8, as well as -2 and -4. These are the 4 pairs of factors that when multiplied will get AC, which is 8. We would know that the given trinomial is factorable if there is a pair here when added will result to b, which is 6. And there is. That's this pair of factors here. 2 times 4 is 8. 2 plus 4 is 6. This means that this is factorable. This given trinomial is factorable. In short, we are going to use here factoring in order for us to get the roots. Okay? Factoring methods allow us to use the factors and use those factors to solve for the roots of the quadratic equation. The factors here are this: x, we have two binomial expression, x as well, and we are going to use these two coefficients. Since it's positive 2, we'll have plus 2, and since it's positive 4, you will have plus 4. These are the two factors for the trinomial. If you're not sure with that, you could always multiply this using FOIL method. X times x, x squared. 2 times x, 2x. X times 4, 4x. So 2x plus 4x, you will have 6x. And then 2 times 4, 8. So it returns to our trinomial. Now that we have these factors, since we're looking for roots, these factors should be equal to 0 as stated here in our given. We can now use here the zero factor property or the zero product property, which tells us that this is only true if one or both factors, x plus 2 and x plus 4, are both equal to 0. Again, the entire expression is equal to 0 if one or both factors is equal to 0, because when you multiply any number, whether it's large or too small, radical, fraction, to 0, you will always get a result of 0. Now, after this, we can now solve for the values of x. The first value of x is negative 2. The second value of x is negative 4. You could say this is your x sub 1, this is your x sub 2, but in our answers earlier it was negative 4 and negative 2. So again, it won't matter because we are just looking for the set, and set or solution sets can be written, or the solutions rather in a set can be written in any order. So these are the roots of the given quadratic equation using factoring, and this method of factoring was only made possible when we finally decided that the given trinomial expression on the left hand side is factorable, and we're going to use here the AC way or the AC method using the coefficients. These are the discussions for this QuadQuiz. Subscribe now.